Hey folks, Nathan here from the Star Wars Timeline Gold, Star Wars Beyond the Films, and Cloud City Casino, a Star Wars gaming podcast you can find at StarWarsReport.com. Bring you a look at more Star Wars Legion products. As we get into the first regular wave of expansions, we had a pair for the Empire, and after a short delay, now we have a pair for the Rebels. These are beyond the original Wave 1. For the Empire, we got the Snow Troopers unit expansion, and their equivalent here, presumably, is our Fleet Troopers unit expansion for the Rebels. Then, of course, we had the Veers expansion matched with Leia. We'll look at Leia in our next video. Now, something I would point out about this before we look at the product here is that apparently Fantasy Flight did not produce these in the numbers necessary to actually meet demand. A lot of places that did pre-orders for these did not get nearly enough to actually fill all their pre-order purchases. Mine was through Miniature Market, and mine showed up in the mail after apparently getting caught in a mail sorter. That was the box that came bearing this and Leia, with a nice little message there saying, "We're sorry your article was damaged during processing. Nothing we can do about it, but we are so sorry." So that's how the package came to me. That's what it should look like on the shelves, but certainly in better condition than this. Thankfully, for the most part, what was inside was still in good shape. When I called them about possibly doing an exchange before I opened it, they did tell me that there's no way to do an exchange because they were shortchanged, and so was pretty much everybody else. So hopefully they'll do another run of these sometime in the near future. On Miniature Market right now, they're still listed as pre-orders because so many of their pre-orders could not actually be filled. I guess I should count my blessings that it came at all. Just had a couple of tokens get a little bit dinged, but otherwise turned out pretty much okay. So we want to take a look at this, but note that some places it'll still be listed as a pre-order. Yes, it's out, but they just didn't produce enough so far, so they're still kind of in a tough spot with that. But the Fleet Troopers here, it's a unit expansion, and it's going to be products numbers 26 all the way up through 32. You can see them there with the different troopers there. And again, you have yourself a total of 7 minis of different types. This is going to be your unit leader, the guy there with the hand off to the side. You'll typically play with having just 3 actual Fleet Troopers, but of course there is an upgrade card that'll let you add one. So the second one, third one, and fourth one there you see, those are the regular Fleet Troopers, along with the 5th. Notice there that one of them is kind of interesting because only 1 foot actually gets connected to the base. As we get to the end of the line here, the 5th and 6th, these are the ones that can be added thanks to the upgrade cards, these special types of troopers. The first there is the Scattergun Trooper, kind of a shotgun looking thing there. And the MPL-57 Barrage Trooper is the one next to him there. You can tell by the different weapons. As expected, you've got your regular unit card for Fleet Troopers. Your upgrade cards, there are 5. You have Fleet Trooper that just adds another one. Impact Grenade, Grappling Hooks, and the ones for your special versions there, Scattergun Trooper and MPL-57 Barrage Trooper. You have, of course, your little supplement that gives you information about putting them together and any rules changes on the back. Then we have our tokens, of course, our command token there. This is a unit, hence the little triangle there. 3 suppression tokens, 1 aim token. We have ourselves a dodge and a standby token, and a panic token. Okay? So if you are wanting to add a new type of trooper into the mix with the stuff that we had earlier for Legion, now you do have the ability to add Fleet Troopers in, just like the Empire has the Snow Troopers. They're slowly balancing these waves out. It just seems like they're releasing one side at a time, which is a little weird, but I guess it works as long as it balances out in the end. This is a $25 item. You can find it a little bit cheaper some places for pre-orders, but again, in many places they are still in pre-order because of low production for some dumb reason. Next time we'll take a look at Leia from this same wave.